He's like the Spirit Breaker fanboy for sure. He loves the hero. He plays it a lot personally. He says it's underrated, yet almost nobody picks him. And but Alliance picked him. If it was like Hellbear Smashers, I'd be like, oh, okay, they're trying something weird. Maybe it'll work. And maybe Alliance is feeling really comfortable, so they're trying out some different strats or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how it works out. The hero has been, I don't know, it doesn't seem that, I'm not as up to date on it as T Governor is, but feels like the hero's about the same. I haven't even seen it in pubs recently either.
You've clearly not been playing in the pubs with Tigo.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the OD though? Because that's a big question mark to me too, because we've got kind of a greedy feeling draft, unless, is OD played a bit differently now?
Well, I would say OD in some ways isn't greedy in a sense, because OD is does not have good AoE. You can't push out lanes very fast. You can't farm very fast. You're good at taking towers. And getting solo kills, but past that you kind of fall off comparison to other semi carries. So we'll see how it turns out, but his mid lane should be all right, especially against Mars. It's kind of cool because you can guarantee last hits by banishing him. You also do pure damage, which ignores his damage block, I think. Block a portion of each physical attack. Yeah, so the pure is going to go through. The physical component will be partially blocked, but yeah, so OD should be good there. It also provides save. If somebody gets comboed by Mars, you can banish them to keep them covered. So there's lots of cool things that OD can do here, for sure.
But why have we not seen more of him then, if you're praising him in this respect?
I'm talking about his good parts. Like I said earlier, he cannot push well. If you lose your lane, you're going to have a bad time because, and once you get Meteor Hammer, you need to do banish Meteor Hammer kills. If you aren't successful with those first couple kills, you end up falling behind. You don't snowball as hard, and the whole game gets harder because then you don't farm as fast. And that's why he was really popular, I think, in the first DPC season, especially in NA, just because he was very good at winning lanes, but they reduced some of his base stats a little bit. Oh, the instant courier snipe. This is why you pick Spirit Breaker. That's what T-Gov is saying backstage right now.
I'm not hearing any yay or hurrah coming out from him, so I don't think that's what he's saying, but...
Okay. He has weaknesses, basically.
Right.
But you know, there's good things about him as well, so certainly he can be situational. So excited to see if Stormstormer can make him work.
Are they just cutting all the trees down below? Just the entire time here?
Oh yeah, that's a very good thing to do when you're dealing with Stream Protector. You don't want to let him approach you or get close. He's got huge base damage. You want to know when he's about to jump on you, basically. He's gone Leech Seed here. Very low mana cost. Very good trading skill. You deal damage to them, they heal you as well. So it's just you're always going to win trades, unless you're doing like a 2v1. So
I've definitely been seeing more and more of this hero cropping up recently. The ability to save your towers and sometimes save your teammates too always feels pretty nice. Plus the
can be great. Well,
magic of, you know, the overgrowth, being able to go through the BKBs and whatnot.
Yeah, that's really, really good, especially against heroes like Jug that can interrupt his spin TP or something like that. Can be really effective, at least until Manta comes out, of course. Yeah, Tree's just great for delaying the game, basically. You lane very strong, and then you delay your towers dying. And ideally, that transitions you to a period where your objectives die a bit slower. This buys you time to hit neutral camps, try camps, that kind of thing, get Medusa that farm period of the game, and then everything will follow normally after that.
Not the flashiest of heroes, of course, but definitely gets the job done, and feels pretty nice sitting in this meta currently. But you have to be patient, right?
Yeah, you do. You have to be patient. You have to be a little bit careful in the laning stage. You're strong, but you have to not die too much because then you lose your laning advantage, and then it just doesn't feel good anymore. Maybe kill an S4
actually,
here. He does have Surge.
Got Surge? No. Ace will get the first blood.
Good rotation over. That was a lot of damage. Level 1 Surge, pretty long cooldown, 19 seconds. So Tofu runs him down, and they get a big kill. That was nice. Oh, the shit talk.
Drops the line.
That's the best one, probably. It's real good. Another Leech Seed. Houndskin taking a lot of damage. He does have Tranquil Boots, though, so he will heal back up through this. He'll be fine.
This middle lane seems to be going over more towards the Mars here for the time being. 23 and 6 currently on Limp. And then, of course, the OD sitting at 15. No denies, though.
It's probably mostly because Limp has skills that he can get last hits with, basically. He's got two tools. He's got God's Rebuke and he has Spear Mars. OD could banish something, or he can use Orb, but you can't do. There it is. That is why you pick Spirit Breaker, guys, right there. Look at that snipe. Incredible.
The second one.
Any other hero with boots as well, but I mean, but also Spirit Breaker.
Is there a bounty hunter in this game? DNZ, is that you? Oh, another one. Oh, Handskin.
Oh my God.
Look at all that regen, the wards too. As far as be
That's
careful,
legit.
he's being plinked away here by Ace. Very, very low there.
That's like 800 net worth that's going to sit in the fountain for a minute and a half. It's actually
Region's
pretty
expensive now, man.
sick. It is. And I may as well ramp Basilius and lots of other things that'll hurt him. It was a basic, yeah. They're gonna fight though. I don't think it's gonna go well. Oh, he didn't use Leash Seed? Okay, now he's got it.
Oh no, they're chasing after Ace. He doesn't have much mana left here as S4 trying to just get this value off here with the Iron Shell. They'll turn their attention over here to Tofu. Need a little bit more damage, and it doesn't look like they quite... Oh, that Iron Shell is ticking pretty low. But not quite far enough.
I think Ace should have fought them, honestly. Like, Leech Seed is busted. It's level 2 Leech Seed. That would heal both heroes. It's not. It's like actually kind of incredible. 5 seconds of this, it's 150 damage and 150 heal for both heroes. Maybe could have won if he fought to the death, but either way, stays alive. Tofu's Leech Seed paying off. I'm sure he really wishes that he had that Selv that got sniped now, so he could heal either of these guys back up. Here comes Charge back in. Are they Iron Shell? They are. Here they go. Pressure on Ace bottom.
Oh,
That's a tower though.
Top, yeah, all right. Purge, I've been asked to request that you unmute yourself, please, in the Discord.
Oh,
They're
okay,
trying
fine,
to whisper sweet
fine.
nothings into your ear, and they can't do it. It's all good now. Look at
I'm not
look
gonna
at
talk anymore though. I'm offended. You pointed out that I made a mistake again.
Harumph.
Oh my god.
It's all good, dude. But yeah, you know, it's funny because we do have, you know, very aggressive moves going on in the bottom lane especially, but have not seen many kills just yet here.
Stabilize, play safe, get farm. It's a lot of last hits on Limp. Holy crap. 41 right
And
now.
13 denies. Don't forget.
I mean, he's legit lane down. He might get killed. Okay, gets banished, so he'll be all right.
It's fine though.
But it's scary. Like, if he just wins, I mean, he's a level ahead of OD here. It's gonna,
Hello, double damage rune.
that's a good one.
That is indeed. Question is, does he try to make a play here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he absolutely does. Spear doesn't miss as Hanskin bumps him over here a little bit
That wasn't
outside of
good.
the wall. So perhaps a little bit of a snafu here as now Limp will force to use the God's Rebuke. Gets slowed down by Tofu. So yeah, Spirit Breaker, the synergies may be a little bit off here. Another nice spear though here. Limp, he kind of wants to go in here. Does have the Spirit Breaker nearby.
Kind of nuke again in 3, but either way, they're doing great. Nice level advantage for Limp right now. He's going to steal the enemy bounty rune. Tofu protects him, of course. They'll deward a sentry here, no big deal.
Gonna make a play here, top, that feels like, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
No ulti, but they've got other stuff.
Can see themselves a lion. The spear off to the side, too, over onto Rasmus. He's gonna have to swashbuckle himself away, but the gank squad coming out from Alliance. They've got the aggression, and down will go the Pangolier.
Nicely done. Got the hero they wanted. He goes down. Support stays alive. There's the Meteor Hammer pressure finally coming out. So the nice thing about Limp leaving the lane is it allows OD to do this despite the slightly weaker laning stage. And once he gets boots and treads, this will all be better pressure. He's got hammer in 8. If Limp goes up too far, he could get caught here, but he'll be safe, I'm sure.
Just gonna spear away the creeps.
Oh, is this another courier snipe coming for Hanskin?
Oh my god, Hanskin! Oh, he didn't see it.
My only regret is that if I was mute on Discord, I don't know if T got to hear me getting real hyped about Spirit Breaker all early game.
Oh, I don't know. I hope he did. I think he knows that in spirit, you know? He could feel your hype.
Person.
Hanskin is gonna go and boop Stormer over here as Limp gets himself that haste over top. Do have to be careful though because they've got plenty of slows and stuns coming out here from the dynamic duo of Tofu and Stormer. So Hanskin will pay for that with his life. But look at this. This is the fastest fish you ever did see here. Chasing down Gilgear, even going for the arena. That is some cute armor you got there from the Treant, but it's not gonna protect you from the God of War.
Felt the difference, but then the ulti came out and it was way too much magic damage. Limp running in mid now. Stormer does have his combo ready though. That was basically what Spirit Breaker was playing on. Hey, maybe his Meteor Hammer isn't up. It's a pretty long cooldown and you have to use it to push waves, so sometimes it's not ready, but got punished for it. It's making OD's game a lot better here, but everybody on Alliance, they all know how the OD build works. It was so popular for a long time. We all got experience playing against it in pubs.
You know who's having a nice time though? Ace.
Who?
Ace is having a nice time. He's hitting creeps. World is pretty calm in his lane. He doesn't have a Spirit Breaker running out of his face. I say this as do
As the
have
Spirit Breaker runs out of his face.
have the Spirit Breaker running out of space with, of course, the Ancient Apparition. So we'll start off with that Living Armor. The TPs are coming out, though. They have to be careful. Right, you can see they're backing off on the side of Alliance. Teleport does indeed get cancelled. Limp is still nearby if they want to try to make something happen. Doesn't have that arena, though.
Not sure why Limp wasn't there. I saw they all smoked. He was a little bit more to the east, but a little unfortunate that they missed that.
Hanskin's just
Tofu.
sticking around here.
So I feel like if Limp is there at the start of that, they definitely get the kill. But
Well, he didn't have the arena, though. Do you think it's still... Does it still go that way?
good point. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, they would have done like 2 stuns in a row, but they definitely needed his damage at least. Not that his
Right.
DPS is that massive outside of the burst, but it would have helped. Either way, they slowed down Medusa a little bit. They wasted the TP for OD. That means if they gank a side lane now, they know that OD can't show up. That's pretty good. Mars taking damage mid lane though.
Running at Stormstormer. The
Good
arena
dodge.
just...
Uh-oh.
Oh, the arena has it, but the Spirit not quite there. This time Hanskin not going to be able to bounce them out of the arena, but Rasmus does make his own rotation. Not enough mana, of course, to use that Rolling Thunder, so we'll just provide some support as Gilgir going around the other side. Think about making a play.
Rasmus
the
is
Invis.
standing there. Uh-oh. Dog barking.
The dog is stressed too. Oh my gosh. Gilgir, oh, the Earthspike on too. The Rolling Thunder coming in hot, and we're just gonna roll around in circles here. It's like, oh, they use the Astral Imprisonment over on the side, and that is a melted ice cream cone.
Okay, not bad for him. Did you see what happened when Pango jumped in before through the Mars ulti? He like swashbuckled through it, but it interrupted him because the spears punched him, so he just lost his swashbuckle. That's why his rotation felt so mediocre there. But ultimately works out that great double stun. They get the tower as well. It's going okay for Smashers.
Yeah, I'd say so. And again, there's so much space here for this Medusa, who's currently sitting at the top of the net worth. And this is a hero that farms very, very quickly.
G is fast, doesn't take much, just a couple agility items, get some attack speed up levels are a big deal. Tofu getting charged bottom though, we'll see if he
And they even drop the
struggles.
wall on top of that. Look at these TPs coming out. They have the vacuum. They're going to drag back, but Stormstormer, he is here. They'll find the
that
kill on
bash.
Tofu. Trying to hold up here with that meme hammer. Hanskin hiding in the corner. He says, please, God, don't look over here. Does manage to get Stormstormer to walk through the wall a little bit. To go right
That bash
back
was
in
so good.
again. There it is, though. Again, the Astral Imprisonment. S4 can't do a whole heck of a lot, but Limp is, of course, here. He gets hexed
good
up
hex.
immediately here from Gilgir. Rasmus Rolling Thunder coming in, bounces right back as he's able to roll around, but the Ice Blast comes in and connects over onto Stormstormer, as now Limp is just chasing after Rasmus. Nico Baby's here as well. Would love to get his hands over here onto this Pangolier, but it's just a little too fast for them.
And that bash was it changed everything. That bash interrupted the overgrowth, and as a result, the hammer didn't hit. He held it through, didn't hit anybody, and then great dive there. Good rotations from Jug as well as Mars. Rasmus trying to slow this down, but he's not really, I'm not feeling his impact too much. His Rolling Thunder doesn't synergize super well with OD, because sometimes they're just going to be banished. You don't get those hits in, and he didn't really get that many Rolling Thunder hits up on these supports, so things are looking good for Alliance. They haven't really done much to Ace yet, which is the one target they really want, but that'll be the next target. Mid tower, invade, tri-camp, limit what Ace can do, but he's pretty darn close to the items he wants. He finished Dragonlance, so he's delayed on the Manta, but his raw stats are looking really strong right now. So I think Hellbear Smashers, as long as they play around him, are going to have a decent time.
Well, can see that they're making the play here for this top tower. They are forced out over their own jungle down in that bottom lane with the tower being taken out, and do have some nice vision being placed up and around here by Alliance, trying to keep tabs on the Dusa, but just calmly hitting away here at this tier 1. And Alliance is smoked up. They're thinking about going in for this fight. Limp leading the charge. Tower goes down. Do they still stick around? Feels like they're considering it. They're trying to get more information. S4 spotting out Ace.
They all wall.
Ice Blast. Can they connect it? The wall. Ice Blast is going to deploy that debuff. And this is not looking great here for the Medusas. Ace, he just doesn't have the mana to be able to go and use that Stone Gaze, so he's going to fall. They turn this back around. Rasmus rolling around in circles here. They do have the Hex. They have the Finger. Can they burst down Hanskin, as he is the one who is left behind, but they missed the stun. He's able to just charge away to the creeps. Over on the back line, Limp is still here, and he is very angry. He's going to duck behind the wall, though. So find the kill on Gilgir.
All right, great fight for Alliance there. Ice Blast missed a little bit, so looked a bit iffy, but they had more than enough damage with everybody else on their team to pick him off.
Stormstormer's sticking around.
Yeah, somebody should push out this lane. He's probably hoping he can spot Handskin or get a solo kill, but I think S4 might see him here. Yeah, he just has to push out this lane. Since Medusa's dead, if he doesn't do this, they're going to have troubles with other people. There it is. The Spear back. The Wall of Replica was great. The charge. Everything got thrown in there. Great rolling boulder by Rasmus to buy some time, but it's just too much damage.
It is indeed.
And Stormstormer used his Meteor Hammer, I think, to try to save Dusa. Canceled it, something like that. I didn't see it. So he didn't have it when the SB came out of the banish. That's why they lost that kill. Small mistake there. That ends up costing them a decent amount. And they lose Pango in the mid lane.
That was a very disappointed dad sound.
Yes, I don't know why he died in the mid lane. I didn't catch it. My bad. But Mars picked him up. So maybe remnants of his low HP from the fight. I'm not sure.
Possible. Maybe just stepped a little too far forward here, but do have a 2K net worth lead at 15 minutes into this game. Again, Dusa, though, hitting creeps. Doing what they need to do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, he's just Rasmus sat a little bit too low. Gets speared, and then the God's Rebuke.
A little bit low from the previous fight, so...
Nico baby and Limp, they find themselves a friend down here. The Pangolier just coming back alive, and now he's gonna be dead again.
Kind of a tough position for a Stormstormer to be in. He looks really limited on his levels here.
Tofu?
Still hasn't skilled his ulti yet. I can't help but think that's a bit weird, but he also needs 4 points of Arcane Orb to get it to 0-second cooldown. He wanted Banish, obviously, at max level to make it easier to land Meteor Hammer and things like that, but he hasn't gotten enough kills or been around enough team fights that are successful for him to get all these extra levels. So, like, we haven't even seen a Sandy's Eclipse yet. At some point, he should have gone a solo kill here. We haven't seen it.
Banish up Nico, baby. Look at the way Alliance is playing, though. The stun. Limp waiting so patiently. He's got the blink, of course, with that arena. Would love to get the jump in here. Hear the Rolling Thunder coming out from Rasmus. Immediately, look at the way Alliance, they just Delta split. Instantly, Nico baby, though, finds Tofu. Wants to get rid of this pesky tree as they follow up with the arena. Big ol' Ice Blast getting tossed in as well. The nice stun coming out, but Stormstormer, he's left over on the side. He is going to go down to FNG. Hanskin running away here from Ace over on the back lines. They'll end up losing the Spirit Breaker. Rasmus getting chased after here by Nico baby, trying to get that disarm off. Not gonna be able to quite find it. Ace, though, left behind here. He's separated from the rest of his team as Limp just focusing him down. Again, Nico baby charging after Tofu, immediately finds himself Medusa over in the tree line. No mana left over here for this Medusa. The spin is out. She doesn't have the stone gaze here. They just roll around and down will go the Medusa. And they'll just focus up over on the tower.
Took some doing, but they win the fight eventually. It looked really good for Smashers because they had perfect vision of their opponents, but the ward to the right spotted the rolling boulder coming, and as a result, Alliance gets to disengage without getting caught there. It's almost like they needed to start with Overgrowth to lock them down, but they couldn't have anticipated. Great Hex!
It was a great Hex. Is it going to be enough to save him, though? Stormstormer buys him just a bit more time, but I'm pretty sure that this kill belongs to Nico, baby.
Taking a while to kill the tower, but I mean, team fight after team fight now, Alliance is winning them. They've killed Dusa twice in a row now. The fights haven't really gone convincingly in the other direction. Stormstormer hasn't gotten a kill in a while. He does have a Witchblade, which is a cool item for OD, but in the last fight, his attacks were just getting caught by the end of the Arena of Blood, so it didn't even do that much either. So if OD doesn't get solo kills and transition here, the hero just doesn't feel as powerful.
Yeah, do you know, has Hellbear Smashers been running the OD at all in any of their drafts recently, or is this purely a pickup because they see a Spirit Breaker and they're like, well, we got to protect someone in the middle lane?
Yeah, could be something like that. Hey, we can have a core that also has save, and he'll be safe against the Spirit Breaker. We don't have to worry about that lane. It certainly could be stuff like that, but the downside is that they haven't been able to punish with it. They haven't gotten kills, and he's done some stuff in team fights, but if you're not turning kills out in team fights, then you're not getting some advantage back whenever you lose objectives like this.
Yeah, on paper, in theory, it sounds pretty good, but it has been struggling a bit with also the aggression coming out from the side of Alliance. So look at this vision coming out from the side of Alliance too. They're really just trying to invade here, trying to keep tabs on anyone who's moving around. Nice deep ward here placed. We'll spot out Tofu just making his own rotations, and they do throw one over on the triangle. From Stormer, Ice Blast coming in. Is gonna knock him off to the side a little bit, but should be able to still. Oh, he drops the hammer. It's not enough to take down Hanskin, though, because Limp's coming right back up again. He's got to dodge out of the way. Rasmus, though, rolling on through. We'll allow him to get the kill. As S4 in the mid lane, he drops the wall. Is he going to be able to survive? This looks pretty good here. They could turn this back around. Looks like Gilgear will go down. S4 having to be a bit careful in the top lane, though. Again, they have that banishment. They'll finally take down Hanskin as well.
That was huge that he was able to survive. He was like 10 damage away from the ice ulti proccing. Raindrop absolutely saving his life there. Really big plays. Great banish on the Mars to prevent the spear from hitting during the ultimate, and the Wishblade paying off, honestly. It's a great item on OD, and by all means, it gives you armor, which is great for solo cores like this, so Omni/Restless. It gives you int, which is great. It gives you attack speed, which is great. More projectile speed, and obviously you have tons of int on OD anyway, so not as much as you used to, because now you steal mana, not int, but still, it's a great item with his high int gain, and definitely kept him alive there in that fight.
Definitely value for sure. All right. Alliance still very much the aggressors here, but only a 2K lead. Currently at about 20 minutes in.
Yeah, they lost out a little bit there.
That's a nice strike coming out from the Hellbear Smashers, identifying, hey, we can get these pickoffs. And like you said, Purge, you wanted to see more of these pickoffs. You wanted to see, some of these, not necessarily solo kills, but finding these opportunities. For sure.
Yes, getting charged. And Rasmus was playing near him. They possibly anticipated that. Like, I did see Stormstormer turn his hero in anticipation of the charge, but because it was nighttime, he didn't see him in time, so it's a little bit harder. But yeah, now great ward vision here. It might not spot S4. It does not. They don't know he's coming just yet, but maybe he'll grab FNG. They see him with the smoke.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful. Yeah, look at the skill gear.
No finger.
Thinking about it. All right,
kind of hard to go on him, though.
Rest of the team immediately punishing them for this as S4 jumping forward here. They've got that living armor. Gilgear, the spear comes through, and the charge is out over here onto Rasmus, who does manage to interrupt it. Stormstormer going to teleport out. They don't have any way to cancel it, but Rasmus is, of course, left behind as Tofu running for his life as well. Looks like they should be able to get everybody else out.
Like, I just feel like if he's playing any other mid hero, they just instantly blow up the AA there, like literally any spirit hero, etc. But the issue is that, like, you banish somebody, you wait like a second, and then you have to channel Meteor Hammer for 2.5 seconds. And if you get hit by any stun in that moment, you're like, oh my god, I should have ran, and then you just die. So in that circumstance, they just had to walk away, which put them in a weird spot. On the bright side, they only lost line. Gilgear, rough KDA, 0-5 in 1, but he's almost got Blink Dagger. And frankly, if he just gets Blink and helps start fights or cast at least all of his spells before he dies, I'm pretty happy with his performance. Like, they just got to keep Medusa alive, keep getting items.
Choo choo! Here comes Hanskin. They'll go and use the overgrowth to buy Tofu a bit more time. Ice Blast gets tossed. That doesn't quite connect, but all of this damage will.
Yep, one for Solar Crest, doesn't have the shard yet, thus very easy to catch when he goes for the split push. Really nice to have SB in that case. If it was old Nature's Prophet, you just, unless you put like Tinker wards down, you just don't see him.
TP coming out here from Limp.
Oh, they're gonna try.
He's got the arena, he's got the spear immediately, and they're gonna have the charge out as well. He does end up using that arena. They go and they drop the hammer, but they drop the wall on top of it too, and they drag everybody back into the beautiful vacuum. So Rasmus will fall, and Stormstormer will go down right after him. Ace teleporting out, not gonna be able to quite get their hands on this Medusa this time around. Skillgear does finish up that Blink Dagger finally, and is hightailing it out of the area.
He's just so confident. He's got 4 points in his Bulwark now, so he's taking almost no physical damage. He had an Essence Ring. He didn't even use his BKB, even though he had it.
Oh, Gilgear, the spear forward immediately. Hanskin is here. Can they turn this around? Hanskin's taking a lot of damage under the tower, plus with that finger. Not quite enough as the Omni Slash is coming through. Tofu will fall. The spin coming out now. Nico Baby just going to back off since the Stone Gaze has been popped. And they did just pick up the Aghanim Scepter here for Ace as well, so that's a big item for this Medusa.
Yep, and S4 has his also. Finished mech first, has Ags, basically giving HP to his allies and more HP when he uses mech. That's the only reason Spirit Breaker lived there, I'm pretty sure. It's good backup by that. So the pressure continues for Alliance. 5k advantage now. They're on the enemy side of the map. No access to tri-camps. They've got it very warded up. They do have Blink on Lion.
Oh, they're going to try to make
a play. They tried to catch too far.
Rasmus is just having a fun time rolling around, Yes. Sometimes it's like that. Look at this. Jungling efficiency right there.
Yes. Might as well hit creeps while you're up, right?
They definitely saw that too. They saw that he went and he whiffed it.
All right, they got 5 sentries on Tofu. Let's see how many of the D wards they can get here in this area, because there are 3 wards. One of them is pretty easy to grab. The other 2 a bit random. We'll see. Sentry is going to grab it right away. 1 out of 3. How many more can you get? I mean, it's a lot of ward in the same place. In some ways, this like disincentivizes you from centering here. He is gonna go all the way though and keep checking all the spots, because sometimes like putting 2 wards in a similar place is a great way to trick your opponents. They get one and they're like, oh nice, I got it. There's the easy one that we expect him to get. I don't think he'll get the one over by the secret shop probably. I have not seen that one before, but and he may do the cliff. Yep, and that's not gonna.
That's a lot of gold dedicated to just the sentries here. They still have
he got 2 wards. He offset it for sure.
They still have the obs over there too. I didn't find.
Yeah, that one's going to probably stay there. I don't expect them to get that one. So that could help. Maybe they'll find Hellbear's grouping up for Roche or something like that.
Smoke up over here on the side of Alliance. See Stormstormer, they do whiff the sphere, but they should be able to push him towards the wall again as the follow-up. The cavalry's here. You have to be careful, Gilgear. Trying to get into position, trying to perhaps... Nah, they just realize, all right, Stormstormer. Sorry, mate, you're dead.
It's really hard to be OD in this circumstance. He's queuing up a 4-step, but it's like if the Mars ulti comes down, he's just caught. He either needs BKB. Maybe he'll do BKB first. He does have the Ogre Axe, but it's tough. He gets Mars ulti and he's committed. And SB's going to be there too. It's like you're never going to win those fights. See if they can slow down the Roche at least, but I don't. No, it's over.
I mean, yeah, you don't want to go rolling into that. In fact, they spot out Giger because of the nice... Okay, it's a good spike here. Whiffs the sphere. Houndskins, though, very, very speedy. Nice Yules, though, will interrupt for now, and it looks like Alliance, they will back off, but you know what? That means Nico Baby gets himself an Aegis, as Houndskin immediately gets turned to stone, is chasing after Ace. Nico Baby, though, running after Ace right now. Immediately, the follow-up. They've got a nice wall. They've got the BKBs as well as Rasmus just rolling on through here, trying to make as much chaos as possible, as Ace is managing to just walk away, but oh, they're backing over here onto the wall. They follow up with the arena. They're forced to walk through again. As there it is, there's that Stone Gaze running right back, and Nico Baby on the back line. He's somehow still alive as Tofu goes in. FNG also falls. Nico Baby somehow still alive. He's gonna be able to get the kill over until they do, and that's gonna be the Aegis getting popped. The buybacks are coming out though now for Hellbear Smashes, Lion, and that Treant coming back in, but Nico Baby's got his eyes on the prize. He wants Stormstormer, and he's just not gonna be able to quite find it in time as Gilgear turns back around. Can they get this kill over onto Nico Baby? Yes, they do.
What a fight. That Observer Ward paid off. They got the initiation online, but he defended himself so well there. And they were luckily able to stay out of the wall. Medusa got to the left. That spear from Limp actually really messed up the fight, in my opinion. I think he thought there was going to be a tree there or something, but they all got shredded. He got pushed all the way away from their BKB cores. And the nice thing was that Ace had not popped his BKB yet at that moment. So fight worked out. He's got Shard as well in Medusa, so he's throwing Mystic Snakes back every 12 seconds that somebody throws a spell at him. This could be charge especially. I think that's the coolest thing about it. Just shoot a snake across the whole map, I guess. It just knows where Spirit Breaker is. Wants to be a Spirit Breaker, but it's just a snake, you know. But,
yeah, you know.
So initiation. He had the vision to block that one. Then the Hex afterwards, the spear is going to miss. So he did see SB coming, but either way, he reacted really well. Luckily, the spear did not hit. He's able to stay alive, and that bought him a lot of time. It helped them take a really good fight there.
They did end up having to buy back on both of the supports during that fight, but they secured themselves a kill on Nico Baby, and they were also able to just remove that Aegis, so...
Went great.
I think you're okay with that if you're on the side of Smashers.
Absolutely.
Medusa's still sitting top net worth, 18K here.
I mean, OD ate a full Omni Slash there, and he was able to stay alive with Astral Imprisonment. Like, that was pretty insane. And then they killed him afterwards as well. That was really well done. Jug just doesn't seem like the strongest late game carry, and that's one issue that the hero has to deal with sometimes, but it does a lot of other good stuff. Healing Ward, Omni Slash can be really good against the right cores. It's very good against Medusa at times. But as the game continues, Nico B will be fine. He's got Ice Scotty, so limited healing. Really nice slow against Dusa. Rangers do not like playing against Scotty buyers because the slow is even more extreme. So if you ever catch Medusa out of position, she's going to die for sure if she doesn't have her ulti.
Smashers are playing very tightly around Ace here. Realizing that any smoking, because the line's very, very aggressive, of course. They want to be able to protect her at all costs. So they are moving very tightly together. Same thing, though, on the side of Alliance. They have their focus over in this top area of the map for the most part. Do have S4 a little bit off to the side, just pushing out some waves. It's
gonna hold all these items, all these neutral items. It's hard to decide. These are all really good. The Pupil's Gift is ridiculously good on Medusa. It gives her like what 280 HP from strength, and it gives her a bunch of mana, which mana contributes to HP as well because of Medusa. So it's like a 500 HP item or something like that to have the Pupil's Gift. So she's gonna keep it, and they'll leave the quiver on the OD. So give him some nice starts with both Witchblade and Arcane Orb. They're like perfect items that reinforce each other. So we'll split push.
And they put the living armor over on that that mid tower for the time being, but
Does help a lot, actually. They don't have the best damage. That's not true. They got Deso and they have Orb of Destruction on Limp, actually. He's gonna like one-shot the line if he gets on top of him with God's Rebuke. Line's got to be careful here.
I mean, Gilga does have himself that blink now, so should be in a better position here to not immediately get blown up.
But if somebody like initiates him, Limp's just gonna like blink and give him the shield slap. He's dead for sure. Even this tree's got to be a bit worried. He's got more HP, obviously, but not the best armor. So good control for Alliance because Roshan is not there. Basically, Smashers just don't even have to touch the Tri-Camp area. This is a really good way to do this. And now they've cut the mid wave and the bot wave. This is going to mean that, yeah, Alliance can keep pushing here, but it's going to allow Hellbear Smashers to potentially split push. They're going to get a Meteor Hammer on the bot tower pretty safely. They're not going to see this coming, most likely. Not that they care, probably. They just want to go high ground, basically. Or wait for an opportunity where they can pick somebody off for free. Early Sentry Ward placed by Gilgard. This is really important because a lot of times supports will move forward, get a ward down there, and you don't want to deward it right now because then the enemy team's ready for you. So nice that he did this ahead of time. And now they're just trying to see who gets picked off.
Well, the Rapier has been queued up. Oh God, Ace just outright buys it. Okay, I thought, you know, we might see a little cheeky play where, you know, you lock one piece or another. Have to be so careful, but he does manage to teleport out in the nick of time.
This is a perfect time to buy Rapier, honestly. Like, especially after they won that last fight, this feels like a hopeful Rapier. That it's like, okay, we're still in it. We just need to take a good fight. And frankly, the Dusa feels hard to kill, very difficult to kill right now. Yeah, sure, Wall Repli would be okay, but like, she can lane, like she can fight very good against Juggernaut, against Mark. She has so much raw HP, she's not as vulnerable to burst stuff.
S4, smoke gets broken over here on Tofu, drops a ward. The Vision can see Hanskin and S4. Nico Baby making his way over as well. Look at the positioning coming out from Smashers. Immediately, the Rolling Thunder rolling on through here. This is going to bounce around. Beautiful wall row. The vacuum, they drop the hammer. Gilgir just immediately gets obliterated as now the rest of the side of Alliance, they're trying to just avoid this Dusa for the time being. So they found themselves a Pangolier over up here onto the cliffside. There's the zombie slash over the back line. Can they take down Ace? They take him out. There's a Rapier on the deck, my friends, as Hanskin goes down. Rasmus also falls. And that is indeed a team wipe for the Hellbear Smashers, and Nico Baby just got himself a nice, shiny new toy.
And he's like, do I put in the Divine Rapier or the Blade of Alacrity? Huh? What's the best option? Man, the fight just was really well executed by Alliance. I mean, Hellbear Smashers got to initiate correctly, right? They jumped in, they got the rolling boulder on Nico Baby. Nico Baby was on the ground for a while, but when Link jumped in, it just changed everything.
There's
the game is
there's no buyback
sure, right?
other than the Pangolier. And what can Rasmus really do here?
They read it right.
Yeah.
Perfect call by Alliance here.
All right, there it is. The G's get dropped. Alliance, they've done it. They've secured themselves the top spot here for Season 2 of the Western European DPC. They gotta be feeling real good right now.
Yeah, they played so good this season. I mean, they crushed last season as well. They had a really good performance in the first season. The only thing that's gone weak for Alliance was their major performance.